Welcome back to G Suite Efficiency. We are moving on to how to use the calendar to improve your effectiveness and efficiency. So this is going to focus on creating appointment slots, and this is a unique G Suite feature. If you have a personal Google email, Gmail, this is not available there. Why does this matter? So why does this matter? Well, creating appointment slots really empowers students because instead of just saying, I have office hours at such and such a time, the students, in my experience, they really feel like they're bothering you. So if you have appointment slots that they can reserve a time for, then they know that you're waiting for them. They know you're available. They know they're not bothering you, and they can let you know what it is they need. So the student empowerment is super important. In addition to that, you can use these time slots for conferencing times. So you can have relationship building time where you're not doing anything but just chatting with them and getting to know them. And that's going to be super important with remote learning and teaching. You can also have those slots so that the kids might do a video-based lesson, and then you can have conferencing times to give them support. You can also just do automatic follow-ups. So you might have an assessment, and then you might have a small group follow-up, and you can let kids know that they got a certain grade, and therefore they have to reserve a time for you on whatever date or within a certain window. And then, of course, you can also use these conferencing times for assessments. So kids can say, okay, I'm ready to be assessed, and then they can sign up for a time to show you what they know. So you've got all kinds of options for this. So the learning targets for this particular video are, I can create appointment slots for my students and parents to reserve. So think about parent conferencing time. Think about the week before school. You might, everybody's nervous, right? So you want to meet them, they want to meet you. So this might be a good time, a good way to do that. I can also retrieve and share the web link that gives them access. So it's not just a one-step, it's a two-step process for you. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go over to my G Suite calendar, and here I have an empty week. And let's just say that Wednesdays are my office hour days. So I'm going to pick from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. I'm going to highlight that time. So I just click and drag. The box is automatically going to open up. I can call this conference time or let's meet or whatever I want to call it. I can do that. And then over here on the right-hand side, it says appointment slots. You're going to click on that. And then you're going to set how many minutes you want to give for each appointment. So maybe you want each one to be 10 minutes. So we've got the name, appointment slots, 10 minutes. You can hit more options. There's a link right here for the calendar's appointment page. So you can copy this right away. That's what you're going to share with parents. There's also another way to do it, but that's the first way that you can do it. So you can just right click on it and you can do copy link address. And let's just say I have passed this out to my students. I've emailed it out. So now I'm going to switch to the student view so you can see what it looks like on their end. So let's just say they got that in an email and they paste and go. And they are going to go to the August 12th date. So here we are. And they have full view of your calendar. So you want to make sure that your settings are such that it's private unless you actually invite somebody. So they can click the link, and right up here it says Learner 1 and Learner 1, and that's the name of this account. And where is just going to be online. And then description, it might just be writing conference. And then they're going to hit save. Now, this message pops up immediately. Your appointment has been saved. View or edit it in Google Calendar or stay here. So we want to view it in Google Calendar, and it should show up on our screen for the 8th, for the 12th. And we've got the 9:10 appointment. There's automatically a join with Google Meet button here. The teacher doesn't have to do anything. It's automatic. And if they just need to have a telephone conversation, they can join by phone. They don't need this pin unless they join by phone. So if it's going to be an online video, they'll just click on this and they're good to go. And then you can see here there are only 2 guests. So from a student standpoint and a teacher standpoint, everything is done and wrapped up. They just have to make sure that they are there. So you might want to show them how to give themselves notifications. So I always do one day in advance, and then I add another one, and then I will do 1 hour in advance. And then I'll even do another one, and I'll do the 10-minute one just to remind them, because people are so busy and so distracted at home when they are doing remote learning and everybody is there. And then they just have to save that. And here it shows up on their calendar for the 12th. And then when I shoot back over to mine, here is theirs. So as a teacher, I can click on it and I can see that I am meeting with learner 1, wants to meet with me, and why? For a writing conference. And it's all done. So now what I need you to do is head over to your G Suite calendar, go ahead and try the appointment slots, and then we'll be able to move on to the next step.